Hey guys, Alex from 7th Hour Films back again with Black Clover. Last time around we had What Happened on a Certain Day in the Castle Town, where basically everyone got paid, which was nice, after the mission, which the investigators, the magical investigation squad or whatever, they investigated the pocket watch that was left behind by Heath, but they couldn't find anything. And then after that, everyone got paid. It was payday for everyone, so everyone had a day off and they went shopping. So Asta and Noelle went with Vanessa to Castletown, went shopping, and she took them to the black market, as one does. That's where they ran into Seke, who was on mission to find a purse snatcher, and lost all his money at gambling. And then the woman, the old lady that beat him, got her purse snatched by a thief. So now we gotta go get that man. So as they, I think, say in Majora's Mask, I don't know, when the bomb lady loses her bomb bag, she says something. I don't know what it is. N64 voices can be a little difficult, but anyway. The point is, I want to play Majora's Mask again, despite the fact that I literally just played it last month, so yeah. Note to self, play Majora's Mask. I did play, it was Majora's Mask 3D, which is a mostly good remake of Majora's Mask. Maybe I need to play the original again. Yeah, maybe. Note to self, I'm going to play Majora's Mask again, so. But before I do that, we should get into this episode, so. Like always, the reaction is down in the description and the pinned comment for your viewing pleasure, so let's go ahead and jump right into this episode of Black Clover. Here we go. Is this all just going to be a revenge plot by Selim? Because he couldn't even get into the Magical Knights, or the Magic Knights. I always want to say magical, whatever. He didn't even get into the Magic Knights. Even Seke was able to get in, into the Green Praying Mantises, but Selim didn't even qualify, so now he's going to have to go to school in the Heart's Kingdom. You have to go to school in the Heart Kingdom, but is this all a way of getting back at for embarrassing him? I can't deal with these shallow MFers, man. These shallow bastards. And honestly, Klaus is kind of up there, because he's just like, why do I have to come to this forsaken realm and go into this tiny, filthy church? It's like, dude, just shut the fuck up. Just shut the fuck up. Dude, you all bleed red. You all bleed red. Just get over it. I don't know, man. Just freaking stupid. Hey, but we got introduced to Mimosa Vermilion. I will admit that I slightly paid attention and know that you guys, there's some of you out there that really like Mimosa, I believe. I think it's Mimosa, unless it's some other girl. I don't even remember. I don't know. I'm pretty sure you guys said it was Mimosa Vermilion. I had some of you guys saying I think some of you guys were saying that she's actual best girl, not Noelle. I don't know, you're gonna have to really work with her. I mean, hey, Sherry has points for not sucking. She's pretty nice. She's pretty nice, she's just happy, wants to be friends, I guess, and I mean, she wasn't being rude or anything at the end, when she was like, oh, what a tiny little church. She's just actually wow, I've never seen something like that before, she's just like, wow, it's like a little playhouse. So but she's not being rude, she's not being mean or anything, so yeah. I mean, it's just fine. You know what? I will say, if this is the girl you guys are choosing as best girl, the good first impressions, I'm in. I can get down with this. Again, though, I've got Noelle. Gonna be a little hard to top her right now, but Out of context, that sounds weird, but But yeah, so we had, but we did have the continuation of last episode with the purse snatcher. That was interesting. That was a really interesting thing. That well, first off, we had Asta and Seke kind of working together a little bit. Kind of. It was more Asta went after him, and then Seke went after him. So, but that was good. I like that. I like the idea of Seke like getting better and being like a better character. Because with all the prejudices that are now going around in this show, people thinking they're so much better than everyone else. It's like, I'd like for one of them to be like, to actually get better about that. So yeah, I don't know. It might take him a little while, but maybe he'll get better. That'd be cool. I would actually like that if he got cool. Maybe that's also why we're now seeing Salim and Yuno, because now it's supposed to show like the contrast where Seke is getting better, Salim is getting worse, perhaps, if he hired those bandits to attack Yuno. So if it's all just a revenge plan, I mean, it's looking more and more like that, because why else would he specify, why else would he specifically want to go to Hague Village, Like, he's gonna try to do something to get one up on So, here's something I just thought. I was like trying to reverse the situation a bit. Like, what if Asta was in this situation? But then I thought, it's like, well, but he'd be on the chariot, or the magical chariot, because he can't fly. And then I thought, well, he could jump after those bandits, but then what would he do, And then, basically, I just had a train of thought that led me to, I wonder if there are any, like, magical flying boots on the black market, Like something like Percy Jackson, where he's got the shoes that have the little wings that let him fly, That's what Asta needs. So, I don't know. But even still, like, just keeping up with the thief, he did it pretty well. He's fast, so. But then we saw that this was all somewhat of a ruse. I mean, the thief was genuine. But the old lady was not an old lady, but in fact, the Wizard King himself. Which kind of makes me disappointed that Noelle didn't do anything. It's like, oh, come on, Granted, he knows what Noelle is capable of because of the mission. He recognized their efforts in the mission at the was it Rayasa Village, I think, or Rayaka Village? I can't remember what it was called. But still, it's like, I kind of wish now that she had done something. Granted, she did take care of the old lady, so. But we have the 28th Wizard King, Julius Novachrono. I love that name. That's just such a cool name. Julius Novachrono. And from the beginning of the show, I was kind of like, okay, we need to see, what are the Magic Knights like? What are the captains like? What is the Wizard King like? Because immediately when they're setting up, like, oh, the Magic Knights are these, noble, honorable warriors who defend the kingdom. I'm like, okay, sure. And then the squad captains, and then there's, the Wizard King, the greatest of all, and it's just like, and I'm immediately like, I don't know, I bet there's something up about him. But honestly, first impression, he seems pretty good. I like that he just kind of goes around and he's like spying on them, like kind of seeing like, all right, who's got potential here, So that's pretty fun. But I love that not only that, I love that he kind of looks for their magic too, He's kind of studying all of their magic, if honestly, just because he's a nerd. I like that a little bit. It's just like, you're such a magic nerd, Like, he's looking, he's like trying to figure out Asta's stuff, It's like, okay, so he's got a sword. It kind of repels magic, but is is it even magic? Is it not magic? And he's like trying to piece it together in his head. So I like that. I like the idea that he's just a good guy. I hope that stays. I did also theorize that the original Wizard King is not what the stories are telling. Where it's just, this dude showed up, beat the demons, and he became the first Wizard King, and he was just this great guy. Like I put forth the theory that they're going to reveal the truth about the Wizard King, the original Wizard King. But I don't know, honestly. You know what? Honestly, if they actually show, because I mean, with the Magic Knights, it's kinda, but not really. Like, it's kind of, but not really what I said. Like, none of them are really there for just the fame and fortune. Like, a lot of them are there genuinely to do their job. Now, there are people like Klaus who are kind of stuck-up snobs, but he still does his job. He's just also an asshole, So, between the Magic Knights and Julius Novachrono being honestly he seems like a good guy just from this little interaction, this little scene we have there. It's like, if they showed that the original Wizard King was exactly that, just a really good, just exactly what they said. He's just the hero that showed up when humanity needed him. I'm going to be pretty happy with that, actually. Like, I'm looking for all the ways, like, we're going to subvert your expectations. We got to see, like, I'm seeing all the plot twists because I've watched too many of these friggin' shows to where I'm just, like, skeptical of everything presented to me. If it actually turns out in this show that it's like, no, that's exactly what it is. Like, everything we've told you, no, that's exactly what it is. I'm going to be happy, actually. Like, that's honestly more of a subversion now. Because it's like, every show tries to be like, but we have hidden things, we have hidden deeper meanings, you gotta know the mystery and figure out all this stuff. And at a point, I'm like, dude, can you just have a thing, So if that's actually it, that the Wizard King is good, Julius is good, the original Wizard King, this is exactly what they tell us at the beginning of every episode, and the Magic Knights, aside from their some of them have snobbiness, aside from some snobbery within the Magic Knights, they're all still, like, good people and warriors. I'm kind of down for that, Like, I don't want a deconstruction of hero society or, 20 million plot twists that ruin all the world building of, we were just being eaten by giant titans. Now, the real enemy is man. It's just like, I want something just here. It's exactly what we told you at the beginning. I would be super down for that, honestly. If anything, that just means, like, we don't have to redo the world building at some point, That really is it. Yeah, that's what it is with some of those other anime where it's like we've spent all this time world building. Now we're going to throw all of that in the garbage and we're going to start over with the world building. And it's like, but the world building you did was interesting. So if this is sticking with what it's going to do, and again, I'm 12 episodes in, so we're gonna have to wait and see. But if that's really it, if the world building they've established is just what the world is, I am so down for that, quite honestly. So, and then it's good to see Yuno's mission. Because I kind of said that at the beginning. It's like, it'll be interesting to see, like, what Asta's doing in the Black Bulls and what Yuno's doing in Golden Dawn. And we've kind of been focusing on Asta for a little bit, which makes sense. But I like, now let's get some Yuno. And just what's going on with Salim. I think this is all just a petty revenge against Yuno, And it's he's gonna try something, and then they're all just gonna, like, beat the shit out of him for wasting their time, I don't know. But I do like Mimosa. Is that how we're gonna say it, or should we say, like, Mimosa or Mimosa? Which one do you guys prefer? I don't know. Either way, I like her. If you guys are saying she's best girl, you know what? So far, I'm not gonna argue. So, I mean, I'm gonna argue that I'm gonna argue for Noelle for the moment, but at the same time, it's like, if that's your choice, that looks like a good choice to me. So I approve. I approve of her, guys. So yeah, another good episode. Another good fucking episode. I friggin' love this show. I really do. I really do love this show. And honestly, even if it is just, standard shonen battle anime, that's just nice. That's just nice nowadays, So, oh man, can't believe so many people are sleeping on this anime. And I'm only 12 episodes in, Like, I feel like more people should watch this, but I also think more people should watch Vinland Saga. But then there's the thing of like, you know what? Maybe it's better that we're just a smaller community, We're a smaller, nice, happy fandom of Black Clover. We don't go too far. We don't pick up people that we really shouldn't pick up like other animes do. I don't know. How many times do I talk about other animes in this show? I don't think I talked about other animes at all last episode, and now I don't know. It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. I do also like, because here on Crunchyroll, it did that thing where, like, if you leave something paused for too long, it like goes to a different like screen and it shows like the thumbnail of the episode. I don't know how to describe it. You just basically, if you've been on Crunchyroll, maybe you've seen it. Anyway, but the thumbnail for this episode is that moment where they're all like proud because they got the star from the Wizard King for their first mission. And I do like that. I do like that moment. It's like, that was a genuinely really impressive thing that they did. That they got a star for their first mission as new recruits, And in the Black Bulls, no less, So I like, and there's just that little shot of Noelle being proud, and it's like, yeah, good. She's great. Again, the show's gonna have to really convince me that Mimosa is best girl over Noelle. But second best. Like a close second, probably. I'm fine with that, at least, so. But yeah, really, really good stuff, and I'm curious to see where we are going next time. But that is basically it. With all of that being said, I'm Alex from 7th Hour Films, and I will see you guys next time. Take care. Alright guys, thanks for watching this video. There's a bunch of links on screen if you want to go click around any of those. There's a playlist with all of my Black Clover reactions, as well as another video you can go click on if you want. There's also a subscribe button and a Patreon button on screen, as well as other links in the description if you want to go check out any of those. See you guys later.